Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes blind playthrough, and this is episode 5. And we have started exploring this cave. Merwin is no longer with us, and I think that Eric's assistant, can't remember her name, was taken by the monsters.
You mean the sense of feeling lost?
So a lot of things happened very quickly in the previous episodes, so not quite sure. I think it was her. Aha. Not a premonition. Okay. So Rachel and someone else may fall down into a chasm or something, and the person she's falling with is probably getting impaled on a stalagmite. I'm guessing that is what will happen if I fail a QTE.
Looks old.
Old? It's ancient. Or that's cuneiform. Sumerian, maybe? What is this place?
This
Expert on history. Didn't realize.
Maybe you don't know me as well as you think.
Okay, she's heading that way, so we're gonna take a quick peek around here. See if we can find anything. Nope. I'm sorry if I'm flailing about with the flashlight. It is a little bit uncooperative. Not super friends with these controls. Even though I said in previous episodes that they are better than they were in previous installments, and I stand by that. But I feel the camera is way too close at times.
Floor seems stable.
Yeah, looks fine.
Oh. I would be quite fucked there because I'm not a fan of heights. So I'd be like, just leave me here.
What do you think this place is?
Hard to say. These carvings look religious. I think we may be in a temple.
I think it might be a temple. Well, there's no fooling you. And here is our old friend Pazuzu.
It's Pazuzu.
Called it.
Pazuzu?
Pazuzu. Do you not watch horror movies?
You should know the answer to that.
It's a Sumerian demon. Something to do with plagues, I think.
Plagues and demons, huh? Great. Great, that's all we need.
Yeah, and as I said back in the first episode,
Think we can move it?
Looks
the
jammed.
movie she is referring to. Why is she trying to walk into a closed door? The movie she is referring to is The Exorcist, starring Linda Blair and Max von Sydow, which I think I said in episode 1. And if you still haven't watched it, I highly recommend you do.
What is it?
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I thought I heard something down there.
Even in ruins, this place is still something special.
Wonder what happened here. That's gunfire.
Where's it coming from?
That's not good. That's what it is.
We should move.
Can you make anything out?
It's deep. That looks safe to you?
It's our only option.
Get the rope. We're going down.
This could be... Nope. This is not the premonition we saw. Talking about The Exorcist, it set the standard for exorcism movies. And anyone who likes to watch horror movies knows that there has been a plethora of exorcism-based movies throughout the years. And I've seen quite a few of them, and they have been varying quite a lot in quality. One of my favorite ones next to the original The Exorcist is actually a movie called The Exorcism of Emily Rose that came out in the early 2000s.
Sorry, Eric. For real. You put everything into this research.
More than you'll ever know.
You can't blame yourself.
I've messed up. Should have triple-checked the data. Exhausted every possibility. But I was so sure this was it.
I understand what it meant to you, Eric.
I'm so sorry.
We've both made mistakes.
Will this be the time where she tells him that she is
is
seeing
that?
someone else?
Subsidence? From the aftershocks? This looks like archaeological gear. Somebody was studying this ruin.
Hey, we could use those lamps. The light could guide the Marines to us.
Do you think that still works?
It'll work. Just needs gas. We need to find some.
How did that generator get down here?
Wherever you are, Nick. I hope you're safe.
Sorry? Did you say something?
No, nothing.
Yes, going back to The Exorcism of Emily Rose and The Exorcist, one thing those two movies have in common is that they claim that they are... I'm stuck. That they are inspired by true events. The Exorcist is supposed to be based off the exorcism of a young boy, not a girl. That was changed in William Peter Blatty's book. The Curse of Akkad by Aline Journeau. Scholars regard The Curse of Akkad as a fiction, an instructional story that trained the Sumerians to endure famine, fate, and the whims of the gods. However, the discovery of this great temple hints at a new truth behind it. In the original tale, the god Enlil turns against the king Naram Sin of Akkad. At first, the king is pious and penitent, praying for answers. But after 7 years, the gods have given none, so Naram Sin decides to bring them to account. He raises an army and marches to the city of Nippur to sack Enlil's temple. This blasphemy is so great that Enlil, the roaring storm, enlists the gods against Naram Sin, sending the Gutians to raze Akkad to the ground, destroy its farms, and curse the people with famine.
This temple. It was built to
There is
appease
no
the
historical
gods.
record of Naram Sin demolishing the temple to Enlil. However, our finds here suggest the curse was based on actual events. King Naram Sin built this place to honor the gods. Many of our finds depict the king pleading to heaven to invite the gods back into the spiritual life of his people. The fact that this temple was lost suggests the curse could not be broken.
We need to get these
All right.
lights running ASAP. I can't see shit.
Yes, as I said, The Exorcist is supposed to be based on a true story of the exorcism of a young boy. There is a documentary about the real case called In the Grip of Evil, I think.
Thank you.
An old
King to all Joffrey. Are you
documentary
receiving?
from,
Over.
I think, late 90s. I think I saw it as a teen. And The Exorcism of Emily Rose is supposed to be inspired by a failed exorcism
Come give me a hand
of
with these
a
cans.
young German girl. I know there are videos about her exorcism on
Tell me, have a
YouTube,
little luck?
where the parents and the priest performing the exorcism were trialed for
How's
neglect
the leg holding?
afterwards because she died.
Leg.
And the courts
Oh,
ruled
you
that,
need prosthesis.
I think,
Lost my leg back on
that
the
she
highway.
died due to neglect, being
I still feel guilty.
I didn't make it easy on you, Rach.
that they tried to do an
Okay.
exorcism on her instead of getting her
weren't to
medical
blame for that, right?
attention.
Mom, let's get to work.
And in The Exorcism of Emily Rose, if you're not gonna watch the whole movie, go into YouTube and after you finish
Shine a light
watching
on the
this
table.
video, of course, and see if you can find, there is a scene in the movie where, because Emily is possessed by 6 demons, and there is a
Shit.
scene where the demons
Fuel tubes worn loose.
tell
damn
the
valve is
priest
leaking.
their names. They
Yeah,
give him
fixed.
their names.
We have to secure the
And
tube
when
before
I
starting the
watched that
generator.
movie the first time, I think I
Only something
rewound
to
it
fix it.
like 6 times. Because that scene is very cool. So be sure to check that out.
You
And
got it?
if you get the chance,
I've got it.
watch the movie. Because the movie is really good.
Once you
Really
said that, got
tense,
face.
even though
You were wrong.
you
Doesn't sound like me.
understand how it
Said
has
nothing had
ended
changed
at the
between us.
beginning, because it is about the
That changed.
trial
All that time spent
against
away
the
from each
parents
other.
and the priest.
Couldn't stop thinking of you. Don't you feel the same way?
Nope.
Even a little?
I meant what I said.
I meant what I said. It was over between us the minute that truck hit my car. Nothing has changed.
It's not how it feels from my side.
It's definitely how it feels from mine.
And
Hold the fuel
that
pipe.
choosing I meant what I said may not be
Done.
the wisest decision from a gameplay point of
Give me
view,
a hand with this panel.
but I think it's better to be honest and not lead
Look at the
him
state of
on,
these.
because
They're shot.
if the facts are straight and all the cards are on the
Feels
table,
like so long since we worked on something together.
Same time, feels like yesterday.
I think it's less of a risk that he will like get
Why do you leave
pissed and
things like
stab
this?
me in the back later.
I tried. But you made it so hard for me to stay.
We should have stuck together.
I don't think either of us expected to be out of each other's lives for so long.
Past year or so, my head's been buried in Kalis, and I was blind to anything else.
Say nothing.
Rach,
That was oddly animated. Almost felt like a glitch.
Say what's on your mind.
I've missed you, Rach. Like you wouldn't believe. Back then, I don't know, things seemed confused, but Now, it just seems simpler.
Say nothing.
It's fine. We can take things slow. Who knows how it'll work out? That should do the trick. Let's fire her up.
Think. And as that is something I need to talk about. As I mentioned before, I don't know how long this stuff has been down here, but I'm guessing that gas, that gasoline
There's a way into this
should
thing,
be
there's a way out there.
non-functional. I don't know about those jerry cans, how well they hold. How well they hold up. Maybe they're completely airtight and the gas can't evaporate.
The other way is safer.
Let's go around.
This way.
Okay. What?
Where'd it go? Why the fuck isn't it attacking? Go, go!
The thing is, with that monster chasing us,
God, I hate this place.
how that monster sees, it almost feels like some kind of, I would guess it's some kind of mutated bat, because when you see the vision of it, it looks like
You regretting not
it
calling
used some
British
kind of
officers?
echolocating.
There you go, reading my mind again.
Well,
What do you think?
you know what? I am gonna end this episode right here. And we'll see what's on the tape recorder in the next one. But I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.